Hey, welcome back to RV Capital Talk. I'm Dave Dufour here at RVNN TV, and with me is Sherman Goldenberg, publisher of RV Business Magazine. And we have a guest with us via Skype. That's Mr. Richard Coon, who is the president of RVIA, the Recreation Vehicle Industry Association in Reston, Virginia. And it's just wrapping up a big week over there in Virginia. I'll let you kind of comment and get started, Sherman.
Well, you know, we're really pleased to have Richard here today because we're right on the heels of Committee Week, RVIA Committee Week, which is really probably the #1 window of the year for the National Association and for the industry in general, in terms of a whole bunch of things that occurred during that week.
Right.
Richard's in the middle of all of it, so again, we're really, you know, pleased to have him here, and I've got a bunch of questions for him, which you know, I've run by you, and I guess we would start, you know, Richard, with the coalition itself. A lengthy and substantive meeting. Tell us about that.
Sherman, are you talking about the Go RVing Coalition, or
yes.
are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yes, the Go RVing Coalition.
Yeah, the Go RVing Coalition. That of course that's largely the consumer marketing effort for the RV industry, correct?
That's correct. The Go RVing Coalition has put together a variety of interested people from around the industry. It's not just RVIA people. It has dealers, other people affiliated with the association that's also interested in advertising and promoting. So they all get together and they have a great meeting. It was a full house this year.
The headline that emerged from the coalition meeting, the Go RVing Coalition meeting, was that the Pan Industry Group agreed to move ahead with new creative for its national ad campaign for 2012, right?
That's correct. Yeah, the group had done considerable work this spring with Richard's group, our advertising agency, in coming up with a new ad campaign that we plan on introducing probably in the near future.
Is that what you count for the? You said you had a full house down there. Is it because of the new steps forward, or do you attribute that more to the state of the industry right now, kind of coming out of a recession, we hope?
Yeah, I think, David, it's some of both. Our committee week was well attended, better than most, and I think part of that has to do with coming out of you know, the recession and having more people available to be able to come to committee week. So that's one of the more interesting committees, of course, is Go RVing, and I think a lot of people knew we were going to come with new ads, and they kind of wanted to get a preview of what that might be like.
The nature of the new creative for starting in 2012, Richard, tell us a bit about that.
Well, they're different. They're different than the animated advertising that we've been running for the last couple of years. As you know, Sherman, we're going back to a little more traditional lifestyle promotion of the products and the you know, the industry itself. Ones that I think people like a lot. We're trying to do that without losing the affordability theme as we've had in the last few years also.
We're told also coming out of this meeting that the budget for ad purchases in 2012 is taking a positive turn, reflecting in part the turn of the industry. Yeah,
that's true. As you know, the amount of money we have to work with is based on the number of units that are sold in the industry. With a fee assessment on each unit, and that's what generates the millions of dollars that we can use to advertise. Will be, I believe the 2012 budget's right around $11 million for advertising, at least right at the moment, maybe as high as 13, depends on how things continue to improve in the industry.
Versus something like 8.2 last year, or in this year, actually, you know. Right. The campaign itself, I guess if you would put a subhead under the story on the Go RVing Coalition meeting, is that in my view, the coalition again seemed as unified as it's always been. It's almost unusual in the fact that the people seem to agree so much on the substantive issues?
Yeah, well, it's probably because there's a lot of things we don't agree on. So once we find one, we kind of get excited about it. And Go RVing's been one of those success programs where not just RVIA, but RVDA and others have been able to agree on what's to transpire and what's going forward as far as promoting and advertising the industry. So you're right. I think it has been a successful program for a number of years now, and continues to be, with still every bit as much enthusiasm about what we're doing and trying to market the lifestyle. And I think the other thing is it's been successful. I think if you looked at Dr. Curtin's numbers that he presented at the conference, you'll see that American households, at least that are vehicle-owning American households, have moved from 8% to 8.9% in the last 5 years, and that's a pretty decent increase.
So would you say that I know the RVIA always tries to put a very positive face on where the industry's going, even in bad times, but as honestly as you can, what's the mood?
Well, I think the mood has been, at least up till now, I think the mood has been very good. I think the manufacturers are back to making some money. At least most of them are, I believe, and that always helps a lot. And I believe also the dealers are doing okay too. Mm-hmm. It's, a lot of it depends on where you talk to. It can be spotty, but generally speaking, I think everybody's on an upbeat. At least, like I said, up until today. I think this meeting there was a lot of conversation about the last 30 days has slowed down in the retail market. We're not sure what to make of that, but there seems to be a consensus of that.
Okay.
Sort of an ill-timed slowdown, given the fact that we're just coming off the spring, and but it is what it is, I guess, and people are still trying to, I hear, figure it out.
Right.
Richard, one of the high points of committee week last week involved the Monday night Capitol Hill reception, in which Senator Lugar, Richard Lugar, delivered some kind remarks to the industry. Your summation of that?
Well, we appreciated Senator Lugar taking the time to come over and see us. I think, he's been an advocate of our industry for a long time and a friend of the industry. We appreciated him coming and talking about how he sees it and what the future brings for him, at least, as well as the industry that he kindly pointed out. So it's great to have him there. It was a very successful evening. We thought everybody enjoyed themselves, and we appreciated the time together to have some time to renew acquaintances and get together and have a good time.
I can tell you from personal experience that the hors d'oeuvres were divine.
That's good. All right.
That's good. That's a good.
Okay, great. Well, we are going to take a short break here, and then we're going to be back with more from Richard Coon, president of the Recreation Vehicle Industry Association, and when we come back on RV Capital Talk, so stay with us.
Today's show is brought to you by Angie's List, where you'll find thousands of unbiased reports and reviews about service companies in your area. Whether you're looking for a roofer, plumber, house cleaner, dentist, or even a doctor, Angie's List members share their experiences with each other so that you can choose the service company that's right for your job. Companies can't pay to be on Angie's List, and the reviews come from people just like you who have had experience with the companies mentioned. To find out more, go to RVNN.TV and click on the Angie's List ad.